George, what is familiar about this beat?
This beat tells me of Franko.
Yeah, when did you first hear this beat?
I can't tell, man. I can't tell.
And now we have him on the show. Franko Lokunyumi.
Thank you.
Finally.
Sugar daddy. Sugar daddy.
Honestly, sugar daddy for that matter. Very honest.
Sugar daddy. Wow. Congratulations, by the way, Franko.
Thank you so much.
It's not an easy journey putting on that.
By the way, I have to say thanks to Almighty God and to all my friends, those who contributed to this far that I've reached. It has been God, and my friends who made it possible for me to be. Okay. I know the struggle was hard, and for you to succeed on something, there might be people who are down there helping you to reach where you go. You cannot do things alone. It can be like you're the one doing. Sometimes I used to tell people, someone was like, I'm the one who has cut this tree. It's not you. There are a lot of things that helped you cutting the tree.
True.
First of all, there is that axe. That axe or that panga, and that panga has a holder. So all those things contributes. Yeah. I have to say thanks to God and thanks to people who contributed towards this. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
You're in the university. There is that part whereby you guys do courseworks. Now, sometimes you do courseworks in a group.
Yeah.
Franko, your schedules have been so full, performing from one place to another. How has it been, though?
It's really a very hard thing, I can say.
So who has been doing the courseworks?
Trust me, bro. There are moments that we're given coursework to do with friends, my classmates. There are moments I have to say, hey, I'm not gonna come for this program, and there are programs that I used to push them down because I have to be with my friends and I have presentation that I have to do and all that. I have to work hard to make sure that I read, because if you really miss a presentation, that is a retake. So I had to choose the education and then leave business a little bit. So I'm happy that always my performances are in the weekends. Like most of the weekends is when I perform. Yeah, but during the weekdays, I'll be mostly in class and attending lectures. And that's what I do most. Yeah.
So for me, George.
Yes.
You see, I don't want to ask him about the hardships of what happened, like between balancing between career and education and all that stuff, because there's always a lot. What was that moment that you really enjoyed school?
Oh,
that you're like, you're an artist, you're a celebrity, you're known in your school. Apart from, we shall come and discuss how that celebrity part really impacted the way you were doing your school. But when did you really enjoy school and you're like, I really wanted to do this?
I think the time I enjoyed school was in my second semester, where, when I joined school, I joined as ordinary person. And they told me, what, Franko, in that university where you're going to go to, that institute does not accept people with dreadlocks. I had dreadlocks. I was like, how am I going to do this? So what I did was to wear my hood. Always when I go to school, I wear my hood. And people are suspicious of my hood. Like, why is this guy wearing
Yeah.
including my lecturers and those lecturers of ours. And then the school administration. So one day I decided to go to meet the dean of the students and then the registrar. When I met them, and then I explained myself to them because they didn't know me and they don't know who I was. And then I explained myself with evidence of my performances and some of my video performances. I explained myself that you look at me now here, the person you are teaching is a person who is doing a different business. So this business is what is paying me in school. So what you're seeing, what I'm about to show you, is one thing that you may not like in this institute. So I came here purposely to ask you if you guys can allow me be with what I have because this is what I do to pay myself to school. They were like, what exactly it is? I was afraid of that, but when I removed my hood off, I said I'm a Rasta, I have dreadlocks. They were like, oh no, this is a Muslim school, you cannot have these dreadlocks here. And then I explained myself deeply, and I told them what I do, and I saw them my videos, and they watched my video. Like, oh God, like you're doing well. I like this. Like it became interesting. So from there, they said, okay, now we understand why you are having the dreadlocks. So from here, you are free to move with your dreadlocks. But if you can cover them with your hood or put on a cap, it's okay, as long as it does not cause a lot of confusion in the institute. I was like, okay, fine. So I took that, and I was excited. When I came out, I was allowed to move with my dreadlocks. So, and that thing changed the whole thing in the school. You know, people were not allowed to keep hair. When you keep your hair, and then it starts looking curly, you know, they call you, and then they say like, no, we don't like this, go save it off. Even like most of the students, they used to save marine one, what. You cannot have styles of hair on your head. By the time I was already having dreadlocks, trust me, it influences a lot of people, and the students now maintain their hair. Those ones who want to have so there are those ones who wants to have the afro kind of hair. So they start keeping their hair clean and what. And I tell them, you know what? It's not bad to have the hair. It's not the hair that is studying here. It is you, and it is your mindset that you what you put in your head. Like you be like, oh, hey, I come here to study. I didn't come here to flatter or maybe to flex. You know, I came here to study, and this is the reason why I'm here. If you know why you are there, so I did that, and many people appreciated my being. Many people appreciated my being in the institute, and they are happy with me, and I start creating friendship with the administration. Each day they have a program. You know, I'm a good MC. Yeah, I do good MCing, a lot of comedy I do, and in the school, I make people laugh. If there is an occasion, you cannot conduct an occasion and you say, hey,
and Franko is not there.
No, you cannot. Like the first day they invited me was one of the association. They said, hey, they wanted an MC, and I was like, guys, I can be an MC. I was never told them. They were like, seriously? I was like, yeah, we thought you're an artist. I was like, can I try? So I just said, can I try? So they brought the really MC, and I was there as an assistant, but I stole the whatever.
You took over the show.
Yeah, with too much comedy, and it reaches the level where even all the staffs and the people, the guests of honor, they were laughing at it. You may think it's a comedy show. So I think those are the moments that I feel in the institute up to now. If I'm invited, that Franko come to the university now, or you come, and then we have the what you want you to come and officiate a program. Definitely, I give my time because there is that happiness that I find each day. I am with the students, I'm with the administration. Like there is that friendship I have created with them. Yeah, there are moments that I cannot be chased in the whatever in the institute. if I did not pay, because they know I can pay. I told them when I came to school here, I have nobody behind me who's gonna pay me. It's me who is going to pay. So if you want to ask somebody, you want to chase me home. If you chase me home, how am I gonna study, and who is going to give me the money? It is me. So you ask me, and then I'll pay you. That's
but it. By the way, schools have become very stubborn. So there's our friend Jacksana. So he has the hair, all this stuff, and and he's the one who is paying his own brothers in school. And he gets to school, and these guys at the school say, no, we can't allow you to enter the school because you have the dreadlocks. Right?
Yeah.
Even though they have allowed you to have dreadlocks really at school, but like in the first place, why was even this a challenge?
Man.
Right?
No, man, you see, the thing is this. I think people have bad mentality about people with dreadlocks. They have that thing in the back of their mind that another person that has dreadlocks is doing evil things, is doing bad things, is doing things that are not good in the community. So these are the reasons why you find when people see us with dreadlocks, they'll be like, like these are tags. But at the end of the day, some of us who have dreadlocks, we are even more peaceful We are more nice.
Yeah.
You cannot even hear that Franco one day has been to police because he has stolen something from someone, or maybe Franco has been to police, he has been caught smoking. You cannot hear that because most of us, we have dreadlocks, but we don't smoke.
Yeah.
We don't drink. Like me, I don't drink alcohol, I don't smoke, I don't chew this marunji, I don't do a lot of things that I don't do as what people think. But how many people are on this street that you find that they don't have dreadlocks, they smoke, they drink, they chew marunji, they are into drugs, and they don't have even a single hair on their head? How many of them?
Yeah, but
they were arresting thieves recently. The thieves that they arrested here in town. You've seen them. How beautiful those guys look like. Their hair alone, you may think those if they move in the street, they tag in, you may think they work in the high offices. But those are thieves.
Those are
So
thieves.
they judge us people with dreadlocks badly. They look at us as if we are thugs. But trust me, people with dreadlocks are the most smartest people in the world. We don't steal, we say the truth. We are the true people, and trust me, God knows what I'm saying.
Yeah.
If I'm lying, may God judge me and fire me with
No.
No.
It should not be like this. We believe you're not lying and all the stuff. Yeah, but one thing I want to thank you so much is actually for the amount of cultural change in terms of like how the school looks at people back at your school, and that is so awesome. Now people can freely move with their hair, also.
Yeah, people move
exactly.
freely. A lot of students are having.
that's
And
a big
that comes from
change.
you.
That's a
like
big
that's
change.
you. You
Yeah,
made
yeah,
all
so
the
I
change.
think
Created a change.
Yes, and welcome yet to our beautiful show. So, and the show is still going on.
Thank you.
George's amazing show. We're calling it the Chill Talk.
Yeah.
Having conversation with the chillest dudes ever.
Yeah.
And to remind every viewer and listener out there, the person we're having on the show today is the one and only Franko Lokunyumi, Sugar Daddy, Caretaker. What is the other name? A lot of it. But the most special thing, honey, the most special thing today is that Franko has come to the show. If you're listening to us, I want to describe for you Franko. But if you are watching us, you can look at Franko right now. Franko has a gown on him, and he has like the entire crowd wants, and this is an achievable cloth. A lot of us have never put on this.
You don't buy it.
This is not. You have to earn this
You
cloth.
have to earn it. That is the different part.
Exactly. And luckily enough, this time, not even luckily enough, I think we have to change it now. Hardworkingly enough, Franko has managed to get it. And right now, Franko is standing to us as a graduate. A graduate, a person who has finished his school and amazingly got done with it. So, we can't be very excited enough to say, Franko, congratulations once again, and welcome
Congrats.
to the show.
Give him some.
Congratulations,
Yes,
Andy.
Congratulations.
I want to say thank you, and
Yeah.
you've seen this. I want to say thank you so that I can put the headset well.
Yes.
Sure.
Yeah, so that we can go well.
Yeah. So,
Amazing.
bro, so what's the plan now?
Of course, my plan is to go on, and I made it a promise that I have to make it up to my masters. Once I'm done, then maybe that's when I will sit back home and maybe relax for some time, and then maybe go to do my PhD. So that's the whole idea.
That's
I
a
have.
big
And
dream.
I really wanted to reach that, and I want to reach there so that
That's a big dream.
I don't want to be finance circuit. You get, like, most of the times people look at artists as people who are defeated with ideas, or defeated, or who cannot do it in school. That's why they went to do music. So I just felt I can do more than that. And I feel like education opens my head, it opens my thinking, my understanding. Education makes me think different from the way I used to think. And I can say the way I used to think is very different from the time when I joined the school, and I've been in school, because I got different people, the way people talk, the way people interact with others, the way people behave. It's very different. So I need more, because our community need educated people.
Yeah, this is something that I guess a lot of people are going to maybe ask you. You know, you're a successful musician, Franko. You throw shows, people come and attend.
Thousands come.
Franko, you produce the most amazing music. Like everybody we have had on the show, in one way or another has mentioned you as an inspiration. Somebody outside there will be wondering, why does Franko again need papers? You have mentioned about, the fact that you're going to connect to, you're getting more knowledge, you're getting your doors opened, you're getting whatever. I want to ask you, in terms of your music and your personality and all these things, what do you think graduating is doing? How much is it adding to your music career?
First of all, I have to say this. The Franko who used to sing before is not the Franko today, right?
Yes.
Oh.
So, education has changed a lot of things about me. Most of you know me. Like, I'm this kind of person. I'm so tempered. Like, I'm really a so tempered person, right? But do you still get me like that kind of person? No. Like, there is a way I treat things. There is a way I do things now. Like, education opens the mind of people. The way you reason, the way you're thinking. If you're hostile, education can bring you down. Because you will be meeting different people. You'll be reasoning with different people. So your reasoning capacity starts changing. So that is the kind of Franko. And I getting from what you said here, like being successful, you do shows and what that cannot stop me from reaching to the goal that I want to reach to. Because see, I cannot sing until I am old. You get? Even all these artists who are singing, all of them are having papers. Those are the artists that you're hearing them, the likes of the Kofi Olomide days. Those are all the people. When you listen to most of them, those are people. Others are even holding masters. Others are holding even PhDs. Like, those are big artists. Those are big people. You get? But now, if I say, okay, I'm an artist, I'm making big songs, I'm making big hits, and then now I can relax, sit down and relax. Do I want to only end as an artist? No. My community needs more services from me more than the music that I am doing. The country needs me. You get?
Yeah.
The country needs my services.
Your service.
And for me to get to give services to the country, I need to be educated. I cannot give services when I'm not educated. So this is the reason why I am working hard to make sure that I go on with my education. And I use my music as a tool to pay myself to school. So when I'm given a chance to go and perform, I have to use these small resources that I get so that I invest them in education, invest in growing myself so that I can be better in the future, so that I can deliver to the people. You feel good when a person with masters are the one performing to you as an audience, right?
Yeah.
So that is the level that I want to reach. It should not only be music. It should be that there is a value in Franko. The name Franko should not just be a name that is said with Franko. You get? Yeah.
It should be said heavily.
Yeah, I want them, that's why I said, I used to be called the Dr. Franko. All of you know that,
Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So that was just a dream.
Yeah.
It was a dream name.
I like
it.
Yeah.
It was just like a prophecy. I can say that. But I think it has to come to pass.
Yeah.
And I must work for it.
Yeah.
I have to be in
To
class.
earn it.
And I need to work so hard so that I can earn it. So that I can be, you can call me
The
as a
title.
Dr. Franko. The title has
Yeah.
to come as real.
This is wise.
You get?
Yeah.
So that's the thing.
It's
And
real wise.
and this will take us back to the drawing board. As a young man, what do you want in life? If you know what you want in life, you cannot deny going to school. I know making
Franko.
money, this money that we are making, bro. Yeah, you can pay me $1,000, $2,000, $1,500, what? Yeah, Franko, go perform. You perform. Yeah, I come. Yeah, you can make that money. But think of this: Franko has a family. Franko has people who are depending on him. You get? How is Franko going to sustain this for a long time? Franko has kids. How are these kids going to study? Listening to me. Today I'm giving you good music. And big musicians are coming from down. We are just as the John the Baptist. We are making the way to the upcoming generation. They will come with the best music. So when they come with the best music, we will be pushed out. You get?
Yeah.
So that time when I'm pushed out, what do I have again that I can do?
Yeah.
You
So
getting?
yeah, I get it. I get it really a lot. Yeah. So the thing with the thing with education right now. First of all, it's expensive.
Yeah, sure. Very.
It's expensive. Like to be able to finish your entire course, I know you really spent a lot of money,
A lot,
and
yeah.
there's a lot of hard work there. There's more that goes in the background that so many people don't see.
Yeah, no, for sure.
You're talking about the issue of dependence. You know, it's a very huge thing. So many people talk about. They call them the black tax.
Sure.
Your brothers, your siblings, your whatever. They're also there. They're down. They're also scooping from you.
Yeah, sure.
There is a lot of expectations, and when I bring the area of expectations, what do you think the community is expecting from you right now?
I think there is a lot that they expect from me, and a lot of services that I have to do. And
So do you think by graduating, it's making your delivery easier?
yeah, it makes it easier because people can trust me now.
Yes.
Trust me, if I come and if I get something, for example, if I write a project, if what the community is lacking is water, and then I write a project that I need boreholes, at least 2 to 3 boreholes, and then I go and present to any person that I feel I can lob from. And then I tell them, you know what, this is what I did in school. I did this. Because I did social work and social administration. That's exactly what this with the community. So if I go and then I look for this and I get this, it has a value. Community will know, yes, he has gone to school. This is the results of his studies. But from nowhere, if you just come and then people see you doing things in the community, you're doing A, you're doing B, you're doing C and D and that, people will question you even, first of all. How is he doing? Who is giving him this? How did he get this? You know the kind of communities we came from. You get. So, but if you have something that you're doing, as now for you guys, Romeo and George. George is a student, and Romeo, your works are seen by the people. You're doing your organization work, and you're doing a lot, and people seeing what you're doing. So if you go today to your community, you're one of the influential persons, and they know that Romeo is a hardworking person, and you do something. You will not be questioned a lot, but but if you are not visible in the community, in what you're doing is not seen by the community, trust me, you'll be questioned a lot.
Yeah, that is very true.
You'll be questioned.
That's very true. More especially when you see the issue about community trust is a very big conversation. I like the way you brought it. It even goes beyond artists. We are now going to elections. Most of the politicians right now, what they are going to run to is they want to gain the trust of the community.
The trust of the community.
All of these things is about how does the community trust even the information I'm going to give them. Franko does music that is entirely pro the best of the community. It's about the best of the community. He's singing songs of how do we better our culture? How do we get educated about our own tradition? How do we preserve it? He's making music about the issues happening in the world. He's making music about families, making music about so many things that is happening right now that we see. But those songs will never hold water if he's not trusted by the community. Let me tell you, any small thing, any small allegation, we have seen big people lose their trust. Okay? And it is even big musicians, after gaining the trust, they also lose it and all that stuff. Now, this is amazing. You're building this amazing trust. You're building this amazing plan for the community. What are you afraid of? What do you see and you're like, no, I don't want this to have happened to me. I don't want this to happen to me.
First of all, what I'm afraid of mostly is I am afraid if I am not around.
Yeah.
You get, you know what I'm talking about.
I know. Yeah.
I am afraid if I'm not around.
Yeah.
And because there is a lot that I feel I can do. And if I'm not around, the things that I'm supposed to do, it will not.
Yeah, it will not
be
happen.
accomplished. Yes.
That is true.
So that is my biggest fear.
Wow.
But more than that,
Nothing.
I fear nothing. Because I've gone through the worst. I don't fear anything. You get? So
are you not afraid of how much technically you may lose in terms of the musical world, in terms of the trust? Because let me tell you, the things that move, the people who have become very powerful from nowhere,
Yeah.
Or something
That's
has
true.
happened and you begin losing trust.
That to me that one does not make me to fear a lot now. Why? Because our people will always want to see you poor. Yeah, they just because your father is poor, they expect you to be poor.
To be poor.
Get this, I am a self-sponsoring student. I sponsor myself. I did not care about my father or care about my mother that they should give me money so that I go to school and study. It is for me. You get. So when I get better, I can support the people they cannot manage to support. This is the reason why I have to be working hard for myself. You get. So there is a negativity in the community. They have always that thing in their head that so and so is making because so and so is what is Abiba is into this, and me and my guy even who is announcing the radio that Franko is ABCD, and I'm not. If I'm not that thing, how is it paining me? I will keep proving people wrong every day. That's what I always do. I keep proving people wrong that I'm not what they think. And that is one thing that I have in my mind, by the way. Like seeing myself every day becoming what I want to become. That's what I always do. And when I hear the negative side of Franco is this and what, I keep changing it. You know, the whole narrative, I'm changing it. So, it is us to do this.
Yeah.
And if we don't change this in the community, we'll always be poor.
Yeah.
And forever will be poor. You know, a poor person will not want to push a poor person. You get? The poor person always wants to push the rich to reach up there. You get?
Yeah.
So, and then the rich person, when the rich person is being pushed and they hold somewhere, will not throw the hand down to pull the poor, because he feels that if he's going to pull the poor, he will fall from up down. You get? And this makes it very hard for the community to trust you. And this is the reason why mostly poor people have failed to understand why they are poor and forever they will remain poor, because they have refused to support themselves as poor people so that they can reach somewhere. They don't want to change that. They want to. Your Romeo, your father was a poor person. People expect you to be a poor person.
Yeah.
Your father is a farmer. They expect you to be a farmer.
To be a farmer.
Because that's what they know about your father, and they want you to be like your father. Now, that's not me. My father is a pastor.
Yeah.
Right? But am I a pastor today? No. I had to really move off from that. I was almost to be taken for the theology. You get? But I had to really run out of that line because I don't want to be what he is. No. I just want to be myself. I want to build up myself. I want to be Franco.
Yeah.
I don't want them to say Pastor Franco. Does it sound good? That's you get?
Yeah. No, I mean, the thing is also, the biggest question is like, really, are our communities ready for our success as young people?
Yeah, so and that's one important thing.
Yeah.
Like I am liking these days that our community is celebrating the success of of the young people. For example, you find that in a family or maybe in a clan, you find the people who are holding degrees, there might be 2 or 1 or it is even none in a clan. You get? So time has come where you find that even sometimes you go sit when people graduate, go sit and then maybe let you just go and then enjoy during their parties and listen to the stories. Like when students are talking, sometimes you find yesterday I was seated with some few guys and of course and then they were talking and I saw a graduation and then the graduates, they were giving their speech. The girl who was talking, everybody was down. And when people are down like this, you just see water falling down on the ground. I did not listen to what the lady was saying because she was saying in their local language, but I know the words were tough. Whatever she was saying was very tough. She said, like, the English part I had was like, I am the first graduate in this family.
Wow.
And this should not stop with me. The idea of stopping girls from going to school or refusing to pay girls to go to school because they think if they go to school they will be spoiled, a lot of things that they are useless, what it should stop. Let me be an example to all of you so that you guys can pay your kids to school, so that they can be better, so that we can be many in this family. So this has to be broken. We have to work hard and break this.
Yeah.
the idea of just having, so and so is like this and like this, it should work. Me, I said, if it means to disconnect myself from that thinking, I'll disconnect myself.
Yeah.
I just want to see that my friends win, my family wins,
That is true.
my people wins, the country wins. It is my joy.
Yeah.
I remember the first time when we had our country, South Sudan, during the separation, when they declared that we are declared as a nation.
As a nation.
We were watching it on the television that was in front of me in Yei. And, when they say that, I was the first person to go down to my knees. And so many people goes to their knees. You see all the people crying. Young people crying, people are crying, like there's a jubilation. People are jubilating and they jubilate with tears, bro. So this is the kind of life I want to see with people. I want to see us that when we win, people celebrate to that level.
Have you ever felt celebrated?
Bro, like, okay.
You've offered us good music. You've offered us all these things. Have you ever sat down and you're like, oh God, I think today I feel celebrated?
I was telling people, and I was saying this yesterday. I said, if I was going to die yesterday,
die a good death?
I was going to die the most celebrated person. I can feel that.
Yes.
I was celebrated during my birthday beyond what I could think of.
Which birthday was that?
It was
the last one?
Yeah, the last one.
Yeah.
I got a lot of friends who sent me a lot of good messages. Others have appreciated me in different ways. There are those people who sent me gifts and they are not even here. Like they send a lot of gifts to me. A gift is a gift. You appreciate it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Franco.
I don't want to go to what I'm thinking right now, but it's okay.
This is honey, man. This is honey.
So during the day when I graduated and they saw my photos that I posted, everybody was excited. I was when I finished, I was rolling on my Facebook like this. You roll two posts, you see Franko.
What is it?
I was posted with a lot of people. Posted by people I know, posted by people I don't know. There are people I've never seen. I don't know, guys. You made me feel I am loved. And I just feel, there are moments that you want to give up in life, and when you see people celebrate you to that level, you go down to your knees and say, God, add me more years. So that I can see this again and again. You get? So I felt this should not be only to Franco, but we should celebrate everybody. Celebrating everybody's success makes us stronger and works harder. And it makes us...
That's our point.
And if we celebrate people, it gives people the heart of supporting other people.
Yep. That's a good one.
Very, very good one.
If we give to others, it lifts other people up and it helps them to get to the level they wanted they wanted to go to. In our graduation, a young man was crying. A young man was crying, and I think that touched people a lot. The guy came with his mother for the graduation, and the mom is excited, and the guy graduated in certificate. Was doing some mechanics, and the mother was the most excited person because she labored for that boy to finish and get that certificate. You know what that means? It means a lot to the family. And that is one thing that we should do.
Celebrate people.
Celebrate people.
Celebrate success.
So that you will be celebrated.
You never know where people started from to achieve what they achieved.
I'm telling you.
Someone could have achieved, let me say, even a certificate.
Even a certificate, yeah.
But the struggles that went behind achieving the certificate was not easy. What went behind there was a tough
guy. If you sit down and talk about this school life, bro, I think some of us you will just feel like when you apply for a job, nobody should tell you. Nobody should tell you that maybe nobody should push you out from the job. Why I'm saying this? People go through a lot. People go through a lot in the school.
They do.
I don't want to talk about my story. But if I apply to your office and I need a job, save me save me by telling me from there and then that, sir, we are not going to give you the job, or we are not hiring you.
Straight away like that.
I don't want to go and charge my phone fully and wait for 1 week or 1 month,
No call.
waiting for your call, thinking that you're going to call me.
Or an email.
Or an email. Be checking on my email and checking my phone.
By the way, do you have plans of wanting a job after here? Since you already have plans of going back to school.
Or you're going
You
to
never
use
know.
music.
You never know. Someone is watching and listening.
want to give you an offer.
And he wants to give you an offer.
That is it.
One, of course, you cannot have purpose and you don't need a job. You need a job, but if I don't get a job, I can create a job for myself.
You already have a job. You are
I can. That's why I said I can create a job, because this is not gonna be for me only.
Yeah.
You get. There's so many that have graduated. They might have not gotten themselves something to do.
Something to
Yeah.
do.
You get.
Yeah.
I can create for myself a job
Yeah.
that can also employ other people.
Yeah.
You get. But if you feel that you want my service, then you hire me for the job. Trust me, I can give you the best.
Yeah.
Wow.
Sometimes people don't give the trust to the people that are still graduating from. Like,
I don't want to interview you, but apart from music, what is Franko offering us here?
One. I am now a social worker,
Perfect.
and it means that you can send me to the field and do a lot to the community.
Yeah.
So that is what I can give you now. And then I am developing myself more and more in writing proposals and trying to build a lot of networks for myself and for the people that are around me.
Yeah. Yeah.
And then if you feel like I, as Franko, you want my services, I can come in. And good, by the way, the other thing is this. Apart from the course that I did, I'm a good marketeer.
Oh.
Yes. That one I testify.
Yeah, I'm a good marketeer. And if you give me the
service of one, the contract.
if
maybe
you give me a contract that, hey, Frank, I want you to be one of my marketeer, trust me, I can deliver it 100%.
Yeah. So, by the way, if you're a brand out there and probably you are a space that needs your goods or service to be marketed,
I can do that. I know there are those ones who follow me
It's
on
all
my page.
out
Like,
there. Made in EA.
yeah, I mean, like
Media,
apart from
media.
that, Franko has a very huge following on social media.
Yeah.
You know how
It has
many
impact.
followers? Around 40 something?
You know, I have 55 now.
55,000
So
followers now.
I always I made myself very, very clear and say, you know what, I'm not gonna buy followers. I wanna go manual. I wanna go very organic. So that the right people receives whatever that I'm doing. Because most of us are having pages that are reading 500,000, others are reading even almost 1 million.
1 million.
But you see a person posting something, you find 2, 3, 10, 15,
Reactions.
100 likes.
Reactions, yeah.
With all the 100,000 people. Bro, you have that.
Because their followers are disconnected from their content.
Yeah,
Your
for
followers
sure.
are not really your followers. You know, they don't
They don't know
follow
you. They don't know you.
Yeah.
Whatever you put there is just by the way.
You see, one time Loruba was starting up with his program, and I was like, Loruba, why don't you, like what other guys are doing, boost up and all other stuff? It's like, no, I first have to make sure I get my
The
organic
right
followers,
audience,
the
yeah.
right audience, people who come to want my program. Then from there, maybe ahead we shall see what happens. But he wants to get.
But I think even the idea of buying followers is not good. You should just boost your
boost
your
it.
post.
Boosting it.
That one makes, because it reaches to many people, and then let the person decide to follow you. I always tell people this.
Yeah.
This thing of you rush on things, bro. I stayed in 2,000 followers for more than 3 years.
Yeah.
2,000 followers. Like in a year, you get like
Which year was that?
Starting from 2018 to 2020, I think. Yeah.
But that was a massive growth. now
Yeah.
from 2020 to
2020.
now, that's like 4 years. to
Yeah,
go.
And he's now
so-
having
55,000.
Yeah, I think what now starts selling me a lot is that a lot of performances that I
Yeah.
do, and I put them, and people start liking my content.
Also,
and they
good
start-
music. I mean,
Yeah.
you've been doing
Music,
good
yeah,
music.
definitely.
My music comes out.
And you are Franco.
Yeah.
Sometimes
And he's
full
honey,
of problems
he's
on social
honey,
media.
no?
You know Franco. He can decide to just cause crisis on social media.
And he fights it. Eh? He fights for himself.
Yeah, yeah. So Franco
People
is
love that.
Franco is a lot, and there's a lot that I've got from this interview. One important part is to celebrate others. Just as we celebrate today Franco's successes, it's so amazing out there to celebrate other people. I think it's just give people the opportunity to really enjoy the hard work they have put into something.
Sure.
Give them the opportunity to. So from me, I would say thank you so much, Franco. Thank you for the hard work you have put in. Thank you for all the amazing music you've given us, and thank you for being the sugar daddy. Yeah, I don't know whether you are. Yeah, yeah. So George, do you have any other questions about Franco? This time, there's a lot to ask about Franco, but we're talking mainly about his graduation, his celebration for this time, and what it means to him as a person and also to his career.
Yeah, like to me, I'm seeing what Franco did. It's really a big success, not only to him, but to the country and also to the music industry in South Sudan. I've been seeing a lot of celebrities, musicians being graduating, and fortunate enough, Franco also did it. So Franco, what message can you give to some of our musicians who maybe they may see school as something different, or maybe what can you tell them that there's something in education that when you connect education and music, there's something out of it?
One, I have to say this: education has to be a personal decision, and you have to decide, because the money that we're getting from the source, you can be getting a lot of money.
Yes.
Let me say, every day you have source everywhere.
Yes.
But it's not that every day a person will be following your source. You find that you can have the following always, but from somewhere people will start attending your source if you have rampant source, right?
Yeah.
So if you are to have something to do different from the source, I'm happy that some artists in South Sudan have graduated and they have papers. I really appreciate that. I celebrate that a lot. And if we have the money as artists, I think we need to invest it to our knowledge.
Yeah.
Because if you really do music, you must have a lot of knowledge in your head. And secondly, the music that we do should not be insulted in us. I don't feel good when a person says, Franco is just an artist. There is this word of says just an artist. That is what I'm trying to remove. I don't want to be just. You get?
Yeah.
I have to be an artist who has a value. I don't want to be an artist who is just. If you check on my post, lastly, I quoted the word just. Because so many people, who is Franco? Franco is just an artist. I have friends who are artists. The likes of the Jacksana, I have the likes of Barnabas, I have the likes of Bro Ben, the likes of Filter. Yes. So, Filter, let me talk about Filter. Filter is an artist.
Yes.
And also is holding degree. Right?
Wow.
So he's an artist who has a paper, and he has to be respected. You get? Ben too. I think he has in theology. Barnabas is one person that I think he might be thinking of going back to school. Because I expect him to upgrade a lot.
Barnabas has a PhD.
Barnabas has to upgrade
I don't know.
to the doctrine. Because, by the way, I have ever sat with Barnabas and we talked with him. There is a way Barnabas is too wise. There is a way Barnabas talks beyond my imagination as a human being. Like there are things, whenever I talk to him, he talks ahead of me. You know, there is a way he thinks ahead of you. You know, there are this kind of people. You're thinking here, but he's already thinking ahead of you. He's already ahead of you.
He's already there.
You get? He's already there. So this is the kind of a person. So I feel I feel I don't like it to be jazz. I want Barnabas, Dr. Barnabas. I wanted to hear that. You get?
Yeah.
It makes a lot of sense. So I don't want this thing of, okay, Jackson is a rapper. And then Jackson is just a rapper.
Just a rapper.
I just don't like that example of jazz. The word jazz is one thing that I think we need to work hard and remove it out. So and so is just an artist.
What do you think? I remove that just out of.
And
the
of course, having purpose. They say, okay, now let me say this.
Having values, being respected.
Having a value. His second number one is also a degree holder. You're gonna say Isaka is just an artist. No,
Just an artist. No.
no, he's not. He's not just. He's an artist. So
And a degree holder.
There is a lot that we can do to change the music. And another thing is this: people will respect us a lot in the industry if we have papers of their caliber.
Yep.
For example, if I have masters and you have masters, you feel like a person with masters is performing.
And sometimes even the
To me,
connection,
there is that
becomes
connection.
so easy.
Even your thinking becomes
Yeah.
different. The way you reason with people is different. But the way you sing your songs is very different.
Very different.
From the way other people sing. You get? The choice of music, the choice of words that you have is very different. So this is the reason why music is important. Education is important to artists.
That's true.
It's very, very important.
That's true.
Even the people in the country. That's why they don't respect the artists, because most of us, we don't have papers.
We don't have bells. Yeah.
In the country, we don't have. We are always humiliated because we even don't know our own rights as artists. We don't study. And how will you be treated well? You get?
My full-time for studio, okay, I'm getting the next hit.
Oh, but not full time in the studio. Let me tell you, we artists, we have time. We artists there. We have time. Enough time. We have. It depends from you where you start recording songs. There are people get inspiration in different ways. Mark me clearly. Interview all the artists and tell them, what time do you compose your songs?
I remember there's one who said at midnight, man. That at midnight he composes, and that is when he gets his quality music.
Now, like for me, I will know this song is good if I am in a place like there are places I cannot mention that. Mostly when I'm
Yeah.
So that's where I normally I get my inspiration.
I don't know where that place is, but it's okay.
No,
Yeah.
it's not a bad place. Mostly when I'm taking shower. Yeah, when I'm bathing, I make sure I go with my phone, because anything that comes good to my mind, I record it down.
Yeah.
I record it down, because in the bathroom I shout a lot,
Yeah.
and that is where I get my inspiration. Always, all the songs that I write, if it is a good song,
It's from there.
yeah, when I'm going to take shower, because I like singing when I'm taking shower.
Was this one from the shower?
Yeah. Loving liga la loving liga na. Loving liga la loving kakoa milorita loving liga loki.
Now, if this was from the bathroom, I would say long live. If you come to my home, the first thing I send you is go to the bathroom.
Yeah, when I'm going to take
more
shower,
music.
that's what I do.
Get more music. Get more music.
So that is where I get my own inspiration. Always when I'm going to take shower, I make sure that I have my phone with me. I go put it there, because anything can come good.
Yep. I
Like,
get it.
and I feel if I'm singing at the bathroom, I shout a lot and nobody hears it, and I feel it's a very good place for me. And even when I'm doing a lot of my vocal training, I don't want to disturb the family, I go close myself inside in the bathroom. I shout there, I shout out, and then I do my vocal warm-ups, and they come out. I'm very okay. You
That's
get?
nice.
So
That's
there's a lot we can do as musicians.
musician.
Yeah. So, and the other thing is this. We should not be engaging ourselves in so many things. I think most of the artists, the things we take inside our bodies, sometimes our bodies don't require them. And this is the reason most of us are not in schools. But if we are to stop that, we can save the little we get and invest in education.
Yeah.
So investing in education is one of the best things we can ever do. Because your community. We have, by the way, we have ministers who are artists. I can give you some examples of them, and I can give you those ones who are already holding positions as MPs. I can give you. We have Colonel Mido Dedi. He's our MP, and he's an artist as well. And we have them. I can mention there are too many of them who have gone there. And why have they gone to the parliament? It's because they have gone to school. They just did not do music. You get? So that is one of the things that we as artists, we need to do. Apart from music, what do we want to do to the community?
Yep, that's amazing. I think it's just because of time. I believe next time when we're meeting, I want to have a very serious conversation about money and music.
Yeah.
More especially, where do South Sudanese musicians even get money from? What are the main places about money? How, and also where could they possibly get money from? You know, that could be something we could actually be able to identify. But otherwise, from me, thank you so much for coming to this show.
Thanks a lot.
Yeah, thank you so much for having you. There's a lot we could actually have had you on, but all I can say is that it's always beautiful to have you.
I'm excited. Thank you.
Congratulations once again.
I appreciate you guys.
Congrats.
Thank you. And my last word, by the way, before I go, guys, listen. If you're a student, you're down there, and you have the opportunity that somebody is paying you to school, please listen to this carefully. Some of you are given money and you eat the money. The pain of you paying yourself, if you know, you will not eat that money. The people who give you that money have sacrificed money that they can use for their own things. But do you know what? They injected to you because they want to see you good. It will not pay you because you're not the one paying yourself. Until you start paying yourself, you understand that it's not easy to stand for your own self. If you get a chance, if a person gives you something to support you in your education, please pray for that person, appreciate that person, respect that person. Do what you can to make that person proud. That's one thing I can tell you. I talk this as a testimony. I know how painful it is to hustle, moving at night, performing, when you know that tomorrow you have a paper in the morning. Very hard. Because you're the one doing it for yourself. If you can get a person who can pay you, cherish that person. And that's the last word I can tell all of us. Thank you.
Thank you, Franko.